Welcome to Level 4 Leadership, the people development level. And so far we've asked the questions, what is leadership? Who are you? Who are you leading? As well as, what is your win? Today's question to answer is, who is your successor? Level 4 leadership is the people development stage. And at this stage, people follow you because of what you've done for them and how you're challenging them in the next season of their leadership journey. Let's look at number 1 in your guide. Here, the mindset is about you working yourself out of a job. Remember this, leadership is never just about you, and it should never stop with just you. Because if it does, you'll leave a vacuum when you leave or something changes and you aren't there for some reason. And that isn't fair for your organization or your team, regardless of whether you're a team supervisor, a CEO, or the owner. Now, the goal of each lesson in this series is to encourage you to begin thinking ahead, regardless of your current stage as a leader, and to understand that your mindset should focus on helping others get up to speed so they can build upon what you provide or have provided. Number 2, in this lesson, ask again, who is your successor? Now, as you consider the answer, remember that it will always be about you bringing out the best in others and helping them become champions. To do that, you must bring out the best in yourself so that you can become a catalyst for bringing out the best in others. Remember, you can't give what you don't have, so be your best to give your best. Look at number 3 in your guide. There are reasons why many leaders don't develop other people. A, it's not easy. It takes time, patience, and skill. B, the leader is insecure. If the leader is insecure, what do you think he or she projects onto their teams? You guessed it, insecurity. And C, they don't keep their ego in check. This is just another aspect of insecurity. If you have to prove yourself to others by pointing out your success, it comes from a deep sense of insecurity and a need for affirmation. Sometimes we may know that we're not the best at what we do. And if we're insecure, this can challenge who we are, our very identity. Remember, to be a great leader, it's our job to bring out the best in others, not to always be the best or to outdo others. Number 4, a leader must be secure and mature to develop other people. You can't give what you don't have. So remember, insecure leaders give insecurity to their teams. Look at number 5. Without developing others, there is no guarantee for long-term success and scalability. Now, early in my leadership journey, I struggled when I thought about what happens when you invest in others to help or replace you, but they end up leaving you. Was it a wasted investment on my part? Well, I heard John say one time, it's better to train people and watch them go than not train them and watch them stay. Now, I think that's really true, don't you? So I began to rethink my problem. I thought, I will train them like they're going to stay. But if they do leave, they'll leave better than when they came. Now that was a game changer for me. Success for you will always rise you to the top when growth consciousness supersedes goal consciousness. Sometimes when we have personally defined our win and tied all our expectations to that win, we can lose sight of the actual accomplishment, which is growth and progress. Look at number 6. When you pass the baton to someone else, you signify a renewed energy and vision for the future and a new responsible person to carry that vision forward. When you pass the baton, you're really saying, I want to have what I've done to continue through you. Now that's succession. Now if what you're doing is worth doing in the future, you must remember that there can be no lasting success without a successor. And with that said, look at number 7 in your guide. There can be no long-term succession if you don't pour yourself into a successor. And you got to remember the Pareto principle that says we should spend 80% of our time on the top 20% of things that give us the greatest return. So look at number 8. Leaders must learn how to focus developing other leaders with 80% of their time and do their daily activities or tasks with 20% of their time. The law of the lid states that a leader's leadership ability determines the leader's effectiveness. Now, if you don't develop others, you'll become the lid to your team and organization. Now, don't be that lid that keeps your team from growing. Raise your lid by increasing your effectiveness in developing other leaders. Now, this kind of thinking is a paradigm shift for most people and organizations. It's a shift because they don't intentionally mentor and develop other people for the future. Often they start out doing it, but the busyness and everyday activities of doing what comes at them takes their time and attention away from it. It takes time, money, and resources that often get sent in other directions because someone lost their focus on the importance of having good leaders in place for the future. To move through the 5 levels of leadership, you have to be intentional about developing others. And as the leader, you're responsible for developing other leaders in your organization. But if you won't commit your time, schedule, and talent to develop those leaders, your organization is already dead. It's just not official yet. You can't create greater future opportunities in your organization or on your team without giving current opportunities to those around you to lead. So don't lose your focus on this critical part of your responsibility of raising up other leaders and developing them. Number 9, your guide's a biggie. Empower others on your team to help them become problem solvers rather than problem finders. Now, when your leaders bring you a problem that needs solving, ask them what they can do to solve it. That creates a culture in which leaders solve problems at the lowest level rather than taking them up higher. Now, when you do, you're challenging them to increase the magnitude of their thinking. Now, number 10 sums up what this lesson is all about. Developing leaders is the best way to improve an organization in the future. Sure, hiring great leaders is one way to fill a leadership vacuum, but it also presents challenges in ensuring they're a good fit in terms of values, ethics, and personality. But developing the people you already have helps eliminate the possibility of bringing on leaders who don't fit your culture. Now, one of the goals of this lesson is to encourage you to get the leaders around you to begin making decisions that you used to make and make them even better. Here's your application roadmap of how to identify your successor. Number 1, model. Model how you want others to lead. Number 2, recruiting. Find the best possible people to lead. Number 3, positioning. Place the right people in the right position at the right time. Number 4, equipping. Help others to do their job well. And that means give them what they need to succeed. Number 5, developing. As the leader, remember, you're dealing with the whole person. Teach others how to do life well, not just their job. Number 6, empowering. Enable people to succeed. And number 7, measuring. Evaluate their development so they can maximize their output. Remember, mentoring is not a race. Leadership develops daily, not in a day. When developing others, if you run fast to finish first, you'll likely finish alone. You'll want to cross the finish line of life with people around you, so slow down. Regardless of your leadership level, you'll achieve a higher level of influence if you're growing. Now, to get to the next level or position, ask yourself, who is my successor? In the next series of Clear is the Equipping Others for Success workshop. It includes an action plan that's distilled into 6 key steps for equipping others that includes training and coaching methods. But for now, here's your challenge and 3 things you must do now. Number 1, look around you and find the people you need to empower. Give them something great to do and set them free to do it. Number 2, find the people around you need to promote. Encourage, lift, and edify them. Give them a chance. Number 3, release to others what you've been doing to allow them to lead and do what they can do. When you release others to do what you've been doing, They may be only able to do it 80% as well as you can initially. Still, if you follow the steps of developing others, they'll likely be able to do it almost as well as you, and maybe even better. Now, you may be surprised that some can possibly do it better than you can already. So keep that ego in check and encourage and praise them when they do. We're about to wrap up this lesson, and so far we've asked and answered the questions. What is leadership? Who are you? Who are you leading? What is your win? And who is your successor? Now, a great resource to further your learning about developing leaders is John Maxwell's book titled Developing the Leaders Around You. Remember, people deserve to be led well, so grow your potential as a leader and help people find and reach theirs. Now, I'll see you in the next lesson about the fifth and top level of leadership, the pinnacle, the level of respect.